Hey everyone, this is Vivian. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share some gift ideas for the artists in your life, especially those who love calligraphy and hand lettering. So if you're at loss for what to get for your artistic friends or loved ones, this video is going to make you look like a gifting expert. Now, I'm a big fan of mastering the skill with whatever tools you have. So with that said, this is not a video about the essential tools to learn calligraphy and hand lettering. These items mentioned in the video are a special addition to the toolbox and will be a nice fancy upgrade that deserve many heart eye emojis. The first category I have is markers. Here I have a set of Molotov liquid chrome markers. I use these markers to draw on my suitcases, and you can check out the video here. So they come in 3 sizes, the large, the medium, and the fine. They are really shiny, they really do look like liquid chrome, and they work really well on a variety of surfaces. So if your friend loves to draw on non-traditional surfaces, this is a great gift idea. Next, I have Posca markers. These are acrylic paint markers. I use these to letter on a surfboard once, and they work great. So they come in 3 different sizes, the large, the medium, and the fine. And there are many colors to choose from. So you can draw these on different type of surfaces, like I did on the surfboard, or you can also paint on plastic, on wood, and also on rocks. So this is a great choice if your friend likes to paint on non-traditional surface and likes to work with many colors. The next category is brush pens. Here I have some Tombow dual tip brush pens. Tombow is a very popular brand among calligraphy artists, so for good reason. They are very good quality, their tips are very flexible but they don't frail easily, and also they bounce back pretty good. As well as the color choices, they have something about like 108 colors to choose from, and they are all quite distinct. Unlike some other brands that even though they label different color, they all turn out to be this same shade of color. So Tombow is always a good choice. Even if someone already have some Tombow markers, there are so many colors to choose from, so I'm sure you can find a set of colors that they don't already have. Caron is another brand of premium brush markers. They're a little pricey, but for good reason, because their tips are nylon tips and they are really good quality. They stay in shape, and the colors are very juicy and vibrant. It's really good for blending, and the tips are quite big, so you can write really big lettering with these markers. And they come in different variety of set and sizes, so you can go from 72 to 60 and all the way down to 12 or to 10. And they also have some metallic markers, and metallic markers are just always fun to have. So the next category I have is watercolor, and here I have Daniel Smith. It's a professional grade watercolor. They are really creamy, really smooth, and really vibrant, and just a little bit goes a long way. I would suggest you buy this for someone who already works really well with watercolor. Otherwise, for beginner, it's not necessary to use expensive watercolor, in my opinion. Finetag is a brand that specializes in metallic watercolor, so it is extremely difficult to find a good quality metallic watercolor. They either turn out to be too grainy or not shiny enough, but with Finetag, they're really creamy, and they're really shiny, and they have so many different shades of metallic color to choose from. And the good thing is that you can use these on white paper or on dark color paper. Either case will pop really nicely. And I'm sure this will be the best metallic watercolor that you can give to someone. And I'm going to show you some concentrated watercolor. The first brand I have here is Dr. P.H. Martin's. The color from Dr. P.H. Martin's are always very vibrant, and it's just very pretty colors to add on to anybody's watercolor collection. And another brand I suggest is called Ecoline. They also have many color selections, and how I like to use them for hand lettering is that you can dip your brush pen in these watercolor concentrate and then create the gradient effect. And of course, they are watercolors, so you can use them to paint, to do any other type of watercolor application that you like to do. The next category I have is papers. The first one I'm going to suggest is these Moleskine Art Collection sketchbook. This is not just a typical Moleskine sketchbook. This one is art collection, so not only is hardcover, but the paper inside is extra thick. So you can use ink, you can probably even use watercolor, and it will take a lot more ink than your regular sketchbook paper. So I use these to do my sermon journaling, and as you can see, the ink doesn't bleed through the other side, so every page will look fresh like a new one. And I also did embossing on the cover, so if you're interested in learning how to emboss the cover, you can check out the link in the description. Another paper recommendation I have is this Arches watercolor paper. So this is a professional grade watercolor paper. You can choose from hot press, cold press, and rough. So hot press is the smoothest surface, and then cold press, and then rough has the roughest surface. So pretty straightforward. This paper really holds a lot of water, so if you're doing lettering with watercolor, this is a really nice upgrade from your regular student grade watercolor paper. The next category I have is especially for people who like to do calligraphy with dip pen. So with the dip pen calligraphy, you buy the nib and the pen holder separately, and a regular affordable pen holder works just fine for everyday practice. But if you want to fancy things up, you can get these hand-carved hardwood pen holder. You will definitely impress them with your knowledge of their tools. The last category I have is gift cards. I know sometimes it can be difficult to buy gifts for artist friend, and I think giving gift cards is perfectly fine. But you don't want to just do Amazon because that just seems a little generic. I have two stores that I really like to buy calligraphy supplies from. The first one is Paper Ink Arts. The second one is John Neal Books. These two stores specialize in calligraphy tools and supplies that you cannot even find on Amazon. And of course, you can also get gift cards from art supply stores. My favorite one is Blick Art Material. They just have anything that you can possibly imagine of any craft and hobby. So getting a gift from here is pretty much a safe bet for any artist friend you have. I hope this video has been helpful. If you got some idea from this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!